All right, welcome everybody to the call today out there in YouTube land and here on Zoom tonight, and everybody watching the replay eventually. It's great to have you here. Happy Tuesday. My name is Corey. I'm coming to you live from the East Coast of the United States in Richmond, Virginia. And we are super, super excited to bring you something that is going to blow your mind if you have not heard about it before. And if it's here for your first time, just let us know in the comments and we can welcome you all here. And I think you're going to be super excited. And with the information we're going to let rip tonight, without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to my partner, Mr. Peter Gantner. Peter, how you
Hey
doing?
everybody, good to be here tonight. Before we jump into the presentation, I'm going to tell a story. The story is about 8 years ago, we came up with this idea, this concept, community as commerce and the participatory economy. And that meant that technology would speed ahead fast enough to where there'd be less people needed in order to accomplish each and every single task that gets done for us on a daily basis. A great example, one of my friends, Mr. Brian Schuster, shared with me is music. 20, 30 years ago, it took, 30, I guess, plus, it took about 30 to 40 people to create a major album out there by the time you had the engineers and musicians and all that stuff. Well, up until about a year and a half ago, it went down to one person with a laptop could do that. I have to tell you guys right now, it takes 0 people now to create music. AI itself, with no involvement from people, can and has created music. So we went from 30 to 40 people to nobody needed to do that task. Well, I'm going to let you know that there's tens of thousands of tasks that get done every single day that will move in that same direction, take less people, and eventually no one to do it. So with that in mind, and I was not a big person into AI, I didn't necessarily know what was going to displace it, but I knew it was going to happen. And as well, when we came up with the concept of the participatory economy, we thought it on a royalty model of helping entrepreneurs. We did not at that time. I knew of Bitcoin. I had already purchased some Bitcoin. I was a Bitcoin holder, but I didn't realize the value of what we call Web3 now. Web3 is the basis of what DFY does, and I believe it's the easiest pathway to get involved with that. So with Web3 comes the concept and the idea that through blockchain technology, not through wishful thinking or anything like that, through actual blockchain technology that is being developed right now by Web3 projects, it will allow for this community as commerce, participatory economy, community as commerce, to flourish and become a major movement in this world. And what is that movement based on? It's based on building digital wealth for the people that are the early adopters and that become part of a community. So the participatory economy is you participate, you get compensated. The community as commerce is when people come together and instead of participating on their own, they participate in concert with other people, the community. And in return for the same effort, they get much more compensation, right? And we're not talking about, oh, I get $1 if I do it by myself, 2 for a community. It could be $1 for yourself and $100 if you're part of a community. The multiplier can be a maximum. And so that was the concept and the idea behind Next Web3. So in November of last year, we have a community of about 600, 700, 800 active people. There was a airdrop by a company called Celestia. The token is TIA. This airdrop amounted to about $1,200 for people doing minimal tasks that seem pretty simple to do. And when that happened, I said, wait a minute, how many people in our community actually got that airdrop? And the answer was 0, including myself. I did not get it. I didn't put the time, the effort, and the energy in to go and do it. I didn't create the value for that project, so I didn't get it. The bad part about that is the following month it doubled. The following month after that, it doubled again. And right now it's up about 5 times what it is. So you're talking about a $6,000 airdrop that you could have gotten about 4 or 5 months ago. That's a significant portion. That's a significant amount of digital wealth. So we decided that we didn't want our community to miss any more airdrops. So myself and Jan got on, and we created a video for a project called ZK Sync, Layer 0, and one other project. And we shared those videos with our community. We also didn't only just do a video, a walkthrough video, step by step. We created an entire document. And in this presentation that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to show you that document. Okay. We released it to our community. I'm excited. You know, I got several wallets qualified for these airdrops. I'm excited. I'm going to get digital assets. My community, my friends, my family members are all going to get digital assets. This is amazing, right? Over the next year, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of digital dollars, right, in these assets our people will get. Well, come to find out, about 12 people of the 600 to 800 actually followed the instructions and did the airdrop. One of them, Jan's mom, took an entire week to do the 3 airdrops. Most people do not have that amount of time to invest in doing those. One of the people that didn't do it was my own sister. So I called her up. Lois, why don't you want free money? She goes, well, I'm too busy. I didn't do this, you know, just the same old thing. But really what it came down to is hesitation, fear, the unknown was preventing people from doing it. So I said, wait a minute, we need people, everyday people, great people, fantastic people, right? We need them to get these airdrops. How can we do that? Without being able to get on a Zoom and spend 2-3 hours with each and every single person, walking them through the airdrop, I thought, why don't we just do the airdrops for them? I called up my business partner, Doug Kyle, software developer, and I said, can we build technology that will allow us to do airdrops for people, have them qualify, and have it create value for the projects? And he said, yes, absolutely. And that's what we've been developing and building. So I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to jump into the presentation, and just know that our goal is to, if you decide to join us, if you decide to become part of what we're doing, our goal is to help you build digital wealth. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's exactly what whoever invited you here, they invited you here because they want you to build digital wealth, and they're connecting you with a group of people that is our goal, the community. The goal is to build digital wealth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go through this presentation here. All right, let me full scale here. Oh, where's the little thing? All right, well, we're going to have to do it. All right, it looked like my computer froze there for a second, guys, but I am back. Can you guys hear me?
We got you, buddy.
All right, excellent. Sorry about that. My computer froze up for a minute. All right, DFY airdrops done for you. What are airdrops? Airdrops are simply digital rewards programs. So we've all been part of rewards program. Discounts on gas. If you have a red card at Target, you get 5% off your order. If you have a Jersey Mike's account number, you put in your phone number and it gives you free subs after 7 or 8 subs. One Stop, right? You get a free drink after, I think it's 7 drinks. These are all rewards programs. And by the way, just about every single person in the world at this point in a modern society belongs to rewards programs. It's something that they're already used to. What they're not used to is, instead of getting a sub or a discount on gas or a free drink, what they're not used to doing is getting digital assets that are tied to a project that have the ability to increase in value. It would be like, and I'll give you an example, Jersey Mike's. I go there 7 times. I buy 7 subs. I'm there the 8th time. Instead of using that sub, I say, you know what? You hold on to it. In 6 months, I'm going to come back and you're going to pay me $500 for my sub instead of giving me the sub, right? That's kind of the example of what can be done with this. So you're simply going to create value for these projects through staking, swapping, all kinds of other stuff. But listen, I don't want you to worry. I just said staking and swapping. And most of you guys out there that are not familiar with crypto are going, what the heck is that? The beauty of our program, the system that we built here, done for you airdrops, you don't need to understand that part. We understand it, and we're going to do those tasks for you. So let's look at a couple of airdrops. I mentioned the TIA one. It's over 6,000 right now. Aptos, $1,755. The actual cost to do that in digital assets was $1 for you to qualify for this $1,755 and about a dozen activities that you had to do. Blur,
We don't see your
2,100.
screen, by the way, Peter. Just sorry to
Oh, you're
interrupt.
not seeing my screen.
No, I didn't know if you were meaning to share or not meaning to share, but we don't see
I
anything
was
yet.
meaning to share, but we're going to go
Okay.
ahead and share screen. When it froze, it must have booted me out.
Yeah, I think so. No problem. There we go. Yep.
All right. Let's get rid of that. All right. Excellent. There we go. Thank you, buddy. I
You're
would have
welcome.
done the whole presentation and thought everybody was watching. All right. Excellent. So Aptos, 1,755. Blur, 2,153. Uniswap was about a dozen trades at that time, $7,000. And that's not actually the high. In the first bull market, when it came out, it actually went as high as $14,000 for doing a few. That'd be like buying the 7 subs and getting the 14th sub or the 8th sub for free. But instead of a sub, it was 14 grand. Right? Arbitrum, 5,485. Now, listen, I want to go to the next screen here before I talk about this. These are the top 10 airdrops over from 2020 to 2023. 4-year period of time, $21.7 billion given away in free money. But I'm going to tell you, if my prediction is right, you can add a 0 to that. And the top 10 airdrops over the next 2 years, 3 years, will produce hundreds of billions of dollars in digital wealth for people. And all you got to do is go out and do the airdrops, right? Or have us do them for you, okay? So we're going to, the low here, 1 inch, $671 million just given away in a rewards program. Bonk, $1,325,000,000 given away in a rewards program. Uniswap, $6.4 billion given away in a rewards program. This is working. And the way that it's moving right now is Web3 projects now know that if they want to grab attention, if they want their project to be successful, they need to do an airdrop. Not want to do an airdrop, not maybe do an airdrop. They need to do an airdrop in order to what? Move the audiences in that direction. It has become a core marketing tool to build successful Web3 projects. And that's why this opportunity is so fantastic. So this is the document that I talked about. This is 7 pages. If you follow this step by step, you will have a qualified wallet for an airdrop in this project and probably receive 300, 400, 500, 700, who knows, maybe $1,000 in digital assets for following that. So you could do that, or you could simply hire us and we'll do all of those steps for you, and that will be qualified for you. So you can do it yourself, and there are YouTubers that will teach you how to do it and show you exactly what you need to do, or you can pay us to do it. But as the results of our community, 600, 700, 800 people and about a dozen doing it, I think for most of you out there, the best answer is DFY airdrops. So we've created an entire new business model here. So we've all heard of SaaS, software as a service. Very simple. There are hundreds of SaaS companies out there right now that are developing software and they sell use of your software. We've created what's called ADAS. ADAS is airdrops as a service, meaning we've built the first technology to do this. We're the first ones to do this out there. And so this, I think you'll see, will become extremely popular over the next few years as we move forward and continue to develop this. All right, so we've assembled a team of airdrop pros who are fully vetted, experienced in crypto, and highly trained. Simple. Instead of you becoming fully vetted, experienced in crypto, and highly trained, you can hire us to do that for you, okay? All right, so the DFY airdrop process, first thing we do is we identify the projects that we're going to do. The next Web3 and DFY team of AXAs, those are airdrop expert assistants. will research and identify the airdrops we feel hold the greatest potential. Our goal is not to just do any airdrop, because I have to tell you, over the course of those 4 years, there was over 400 airdrops done. 80% of them were not worth the time, the effort, and the energy to do. There was about 100 of them that were worth the time, effort, and energy. So you can do that research yourself, figure out which ones are worth it, and then go through that activity, or you can hire us to do it for you. All right. The DFY Airdrop Expert Assistance will process your airdrop election via a wallet you set up and you control. Once your airdrop has been initiated, the DFY AXAs jump through all the hoops for you. So they'll do all the activities. But there's another very important part of airdrops that a lot of people miss. Matter of fact, I read an article, 30 to 35% of everybody who qualifies for an airdrop in the airdrops that we're going for never collect their airdrop, because you need to go claim it, which means you have to follow the project. Now think about doing 10 or 20 airdrops and having to keep up with 10 or 20 projects, going to their accounts, making sure that you know exactly what to do. And so a lot of people never end up claiming their airdrops. That will never happen with DFY. Why? Because we have dedicated full-time people that track and follow each and every single project. And when it comes time to claim your airdrop to your wallet that you control, we are going to do that for you. All you're going to do is transfer that from that wallet to your main wallet. So you can see we do the research, we do the activities, and then we claim those airdrops for you. And you're going to see in the second part of this, we've also built some software and technology that can help you manage that airdrop. Okay, 3 promises that we make. One is that if you don't receive your airdrop in 6 months, we're going to do another one in its place. When that airdrop comes 8, 9 months later, 2 months later, 3 months later, you just end up getting extra airdrops, okay? The second is that we guarantee that you'll receive at least 100 USDT, that is a stable coin, in digital assets back in each and every single airdrop that we do. If you do not, let's say it's $98.69, then we're going to do another airdrop for you, and you get to keep both of those airdrops, both of those digital assets. We do not take any of the digital assets that you're receiving. We simply get paid upfront for those services in doing that. And then, of course, the third one is that minimum criteria that I talked about, us finding the best projects that you can get qualified for that have the best potential to create the most digital wealth possible. So we have 4 packages available for you with the airdrops. Starts at 3 airdrops for $175, about $50-something an airdrop, 58, I think it is, comes to 58 something, plus $125 in digital deposit. Most of that $125 you will receive back. Matter of fact, we're in a project right now with a token that has gone up almost double of what we staked. So I'm actually going to get paid money for doing that airdrop on top of the digital assets that we're going to get, because the assets that I staked are worth more money now than when I got involved with them. Pretty cool, right? So in that case, you'd get more than that $125 back. We have 9 airdrops for $500. And of course, that continues to go up. The digital asset goes up some. And what you'll get back on that digital asset decreases as you go up in a higher number of airdrops, simply because we're doing a lot of airdrops, and each airdrop has transactions anywhere from a few dollars to about $10, $15 to do those airdrops. 90 airdrops are $3,800. So with the guarantee of 100 USDT, you can do the math. That's about 9,000 in USDT minimum. Our goal is to target airdrops that we believe will be at least $350 or more in digital assets that you'll receive. You can do the math on that, right? That's about $30,000, right? If we're able to hit that target. We are running some specials right now through March 15th. 90 airdrops, you're going to get 15 extra airdrops. So you're going to get 105 down to our $500 pack. You're going to get 2 extra airdrops. That's 11 airdrops. So on that. Now we have another category here, and I'm going to talk about that right now, which is our digital club. Okay, so airdrops are one very important part of the Web3 space. But we know there's people out there that want to get more involved in Web3. They've heard of their friend buying a token and making 10, 50, 100x, right? Maybe they know somebody who bought a Bitcoin back in 2010 for $100, and now it's worth $70,000. So they want to get more involved in it. We've created a digital club that you can become part of that is going to educate you and open the door for opportunities for you to get involved with it, okay? And early opportunities. So the benefits are, let me see if I can move us out of the way. Let me bring us down here because I'm in the way here. All right, there you go. Corey's not in the way. I was in the way. All right, DFI airdrops plus Avagami's digital memberships. It comes with all this stuff, guys. The trading software. So this is the software, and I'm going to talk about it in a second to help you manage your airdrops so you can efficiently do that. Early access to the Chase token project reviews. We have killed it, guys. We put out one token that's up 10x right now on those videos. Blockchain collectible artwork, discounts on swag and live events, and then membership in the DAO. This is, I think, the most important thing. DAOs are decentralized autonomous organizations. By holding one of these Avagamis, you are essentially an owner in that DAO. You have an equity stake in that DAO. So anything that DAO develops, builds, or puts forward, any assets that it builds, you are a partial recipient of those benefits. So Web3 Digital Asset Club, this is a club that we've put together. We'll talk about it and get into more detail in a second. Virtual metaverse crypto events. We just had one this past Saturday, one the Saturday before. We're doing all of our events now inside the metaverse. It's very cool. I'll talk about that a little bit more here because, all right, so here we go. Managing your airdrop. So we have built a piece of software, NSI. It comes with the digital membership, anywhere from a few months up to years of usage of it, depending on what package you do. But when you can buy your package now. When you get your first airdrop, you can activate this NSI and it will help manage. It'll sell when it thinks it should be sold using computer algorithms, AI. It'll buy, it'll sell, it'll just liquidate it for you. Whatever you need done for it, it will help do that, okay? And as well, you can use it to trade other tokens 24/7. It's in a decentralized space. It is a very cool project that is absolutely necessary if you want to build wealth in the digital space, okay? You want a piece of technology that will do that trading for you. Most people don't have the time or the ability to do those trades themselves, okay? The metaverse. We believe that the metaverse is the core of Web3. Digital products are going to work better in a digital environment. We've partnered with Otherverse. I have to tell you today, somebody sent me a metaverse. And they said, oh, Peter, you got to look at this metaverse. I'm involved with it. It is the most amazing thing in the world. I have never seen such a pile of dog crap in my entire life in a digital space of this metaverse. And so we have an appointment to show them what we're doing. What Otherverse is doing is so far ahead of everybody else. And now I've seen about 15 or 20 people now attempting to do what they call metaverses. And what Otherverse has is light years ahead. So this next Saturday, we'll do an update call. We will do that in the metaverse. We are actually in the process right now, the DAO itself, of building its own sovereign metaverse. I don't have a timing yet on that, but we'll have our own metaverse that you'll be able to go into and be a part of it. If you own a Avagami, you will actually have some land rights in this metaverse that we're building over the course of time. So we're moving in that direction there. All right, the Digital Asset Club. This is super important, guys. Anywhere from 3 months all the way up to forever. Digital Asset Club, depending on where you come in at, time frame and all that stuff, and which package. But this clubs are being built. They'll launch towards the middle of the year as we put together the regulatory structure to this for this to operate in. The idea of this is to get you early in a project. So I'll tell you, I got into early in a project not that long ago at about a couple $100,000 market cap. I was able to put $5,000 into it. Those digital assets today are worth $70,000, from 5 to 70, because of where I was in line and when I got involved in the project. Our goal here is to bring people together in a community and then allow them to be able to enter these projects earlier and as early as possible. I believe that project will become, pretty tremendous, right? But that is exactly what these are set up for. They're set up to help you, us as a community, to get in. And as we build out these digital asset clubs, the more clubs we have, the more people we have involved with it, the more projects that will want to get involved with us at earlier stages, which means what? More increase in digital assets at the end of the day. All right. These are our partners that we're working with. We've already talked about a couple of them. Divi's a wallet solution that we're working with to move from crypto to fiat. We've got TokenSoft. This is the main one. It's a launch platform. They have so many projects they're bringing out. As soon as we're ready with the digital asset clubs, we'll partner with them and they'll help give us deal flow for these projects for us to get early on involved with. All right, so now if you wanted to get the airdrops with the Avagamis, the first Avagami we have is about $50, but if you buy them in a package, you're going to get it for $25 more, so $200 plus the $125 in digital assets. And that goes all the way up to, if you did the 90 airdrops for the 3,800 with this Avagami, you're only going to pay $4,500, which is $700 more. Guys, the value that we've put on this package is over $10,000. $10,000 in value that you would receive from this Avagami alone, minimum. All right. So here's a comparison. You can go through these. It tells you how many airdrops, how many months you get each service, and all that stuff. That's available through the website, but you can get a chance to look at that. All right. Now, if you buy the digital, the airdrop with the Avagami, instead of getting 15 bonus ones at the 4,500 or at the 90 airdrop pack, you're going to get 25. That's an extra 10 airdrops at $100 USDT each. That's over $1,000 in additional value there, which means the Avagami is what? Free. Okay. All right. And of course, it goes all the way down to you get 3 at the $500 pack right there. Okay. And that's costing you an extra $100. So you can see that these are very beneficial to want to do that. So your easiest and most secure path to the third wave of the internet. Ready to jump in. Get back with the person who invited you here. We do have an affiliate program. I'm going to do that here after we answer some questions. We'll go through the affiliate program side of things. It is a pretty simple comp plan. It'll take about 4 or 5 minutes to go through the entire comp plan. And let's see. Or if you don't know, don't have their link, you can go to nextweb3.io. Click on buy now. You can select your referrer's name from that list, and that'll get you credited to them for introducing you to this. All right. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing, and we'll come back here in a minute with the comp plan. So let's answer some questions here. I see we have one in the Q&A. If you have a question, you can put it in the Q&A. Is there an age limit to join the Otherverse? I am over 65. I got the link to create an account on Zayon. When I tried to sign up, the message appeared error not found. What does this mean? Anonymous, I would just send a ticket to support. Somebody can post that in the chat, and they can help walk you through getting set up. We definitely want to get you set up. There is no age limit on it. As you know, of course, you have to have parent permission if you're under the age of 18. But we'll definitely get you set up and having a great time in there. So there's lots of events that are going to start taking place. There's a new cool update coming in about 2 weeks that's going to take it to this next level. It's actually very incredible when I get a chance, and I'm super blessed that we had the opportunity to get involved in Otherverse a little over 2 years ago, because it is going to be the #1 metaverse on this planet. And Citibank has actually predicted, I can go back in the slide, that the metaverse will be an $8 to $15 trillion industry over the next, by 2030, 2032, 35, somewhere in that area, right? Think about being part of the #1 category creator, right? The top in it, the Amazon, right? Amazon to shopping, Otherverse will be to the metaverse. That's my belief system on that side of it. So any other questions, guys? Yes, Marty's one of our top. I got to tell you, I got to get to a meeting early to beat Marty there. So when it comes to showing up for a meeting in the metaverse. So we're hoping, I don't think it'll be this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we'll start having some events after our meeting on Saturday. So you can come over contests, dancing, who knows what we'll do. Maybe some karaoke here pretty soon. Once this next update is done, we'll have some karaoke contests and stuff like that. And maybe, who knows, maybe even stream a film. That might be interesting to everybody. Maybe something on blockchain, so you can begin to learn about blockchain, and we can have discussions with inside the metaverse.
Hey, Peter,
Yes.
I have a question from YouTube, please.
Okay.
Did I miss the airdrop yesterday?
No. What airdrop?
Well, knowing things that were starting, and some people are, just still figuring out the anatomy of it all. So,
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to let you know, just relax. The
right?
software, we're working on it. We're doing one. We're testing it. We're going back and forth. You will not miss any airdrops, okay? If you've paid for a package, and when it gets to your side of things, security is extremely important in the crypto space. So we do an airdrop. So there's been a couple people that have had some stuff done for them. And then we go through an entire security protocol to make sure that everything is okay. So we've already started doing airdrops. It will take some time for us to get through the first set of airdrops. But once that is all set up, everything is working great, then you'll start seeing them on a daily basis. And remember, there's two things. That's what threw me off. The activities of the airdrops will be the first things that you see. The airdrop itself may come in a month or 2 months or 6 weeks or 8 days, 40 days, whatever it is, right? We don't control when the airdrop happens. It's the reason why one of our promises is if it doesn't happen in 6 months, we do another one, right? So we have started to do a few. It's gonna and they found some stuff that we want to change around and fix. They're working on that tonight, and then guess what? We'll get it going. One of the slowdowns is Ramadan. So there's a religious holiday right now in Pakistan, and that has taken most of our programmers to where they're observing that holiday. So as soon as they are back, we will be ready to go. So that is continuing. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Is there a legal process that you can will our assets to our relatives? We're going to be setting that up, guys. So in the back office, we did this with another project that we worked on. You could go in and assign that to somebody. Of course, it still has to go through the state stuff and all that, right? But we'll at least have that person that you assign it to. We've got to get the attorney to drop what the paperwork says, and you'll be able to do that. So you will be able to will this to somebody at any point in time that you want to do that with. If you don't have anybody to will it to, my name is Peter Gantner. I can give you all my information. You can get me set up there in the back. So, but we will have it set up for you to be able to do that. Let me see. We got one more question here. When will the first airdrop take place? That's the one I already answered. They are taking place right now, guys. Just it's a slower process than I'd like. I got to tell you that much, but it is happening, and we're not going to miss any airdrops. The 3 airdrops that we have set up right now, we'll get through, and then we're starting to research the next 8 or 10 or 12 that will get set up, and we'll get those going. Again, we need to do the one airdrop for one person, and then go make sure that everything is working perfectly and fine, and then do another one. And so we're going through that process. I would say that we'll have everything completely nailed down by next week, and then everyone else's will be done, and you'll be able to see those activities in the back office. So just patience. We'll get there, and everything is moving in the right direction. So, all right.
Yeah,
Let's
and
see.
one more question on YouTube. Is there a best way to add a second package, and when will additional packages be able to run concurrently?
So we're working on that as well. That's part of the software, so we can run them concurrently on that part of it, so you can fund it and all through the back office. That I'll have to get an update from Doug on, and I'll have him come on Saturday, and he will give us the update then. Again, the programmers are off for the holiday, so it's, you can't really, well, I guess you could plan for them if you knew they were coming. But let's, on Saturday, guys, we'll answer. Matter of fact, Doug will be on here on Saturday. Save all your tech questions for him, because he is the guy that's outlined and structured and is building the entire piece of software with the programmers, okay? So he will be here on Saturday. All right. Does the site work well on Apple iPhone? No PC for some users. Yes, if you know how to use the wallet situation where you go in through MetaMask and then go out to the site from there, I do not believe there's any problem with Mac or using Apple devices. Corey has all Apple devices. He's an Apple guy.
Yeah, I use my phone a lot. It's definitely easy to work my way from desktop to the phone. And like Peter said, anything I'm doing through MetaMask, which is a good tip, make sure you're always going through the MetaMask app to connect your wallet, as it
And
won't
if you
work.
need help with that, we do have so in every package, when you purchase it, even in the smallest package, there's a group session. There's a session for you to go through some onboarding stuff with one of our staff members. So you can jump on there and they'll actually help you go through. And if you need help with getting through on your Mac side of things or your Apple side of things, or funding your wallet or any of that type of stuff, setting up a wallet, they'll be glad to help you and walk you through that process. And again, that's built into every single package. There's a session, at least one session, multiple sessions in some of the bigger packs. All right, let's see. Is there a smart contract looking for an exact deposit into the support wallet, or can one do cumulative deposit into the support wallet as long as the full deposit amount is there? So Judy, you can put it in 4 or 5 transactions. That's perfectly fine. What the contract is looking for is the amount in the wallet. So if you put in 20 and the next day you want to put in 30 more, 40 more, 50 more. If you do, let's say it's the 125 and you put in $30, if that's enough to cover the first airdrop, we'll do that airdrop. And then you'll need to put more in for the second airdrop and the third airdrop. So our goal is to get you the airdrops done as soon as possible. So if you are able to only put in a small amount at a time, that's okay. If you put in $11 and we can do an airdrop for $11, bam, we're going to get it done for you. Okay. So our goal is to get them done as fast as possible. Now, when you transfer that from your main wallet to this wallet, each time you're going to pay a 6 or 8 cents transaction fee. So you're going to run up a little bit more transaction fees getting it in 5 or 6 deposits versus 1 deposit. All right. All right. Anything else? Any other questions, guys? All right. I'm going to go ahead and go through the comp plan, and we're going to stay on here. If you have any other questions, you can ask, and we'll go through those on the comp plan side. Okay. So, I mean, on anything that you want to ask. All right. So let's jump into the comp plan. We have a super simple comp plan, guys. It's a 2-level affiliate program. If you have somebody that you share this with and they buy a package, you're going to get 18% of whatever that package size is. If it's 4,500, you're getting 18% of 4,500. 600, you're getting 18% of that. There's no BV, PVs, or any of that kind of crazy stuff. It is just whatever that straight dollar volume is what you're getting paid on, okay? So now when you refer it to them and they decide to buy a package, you're going to get paid. If they refer it to somebody, they're going to get paid the 18%. You're going to get 10% on all the volume that they create. So somebody comes in, you share it with them, they buy a package, you get the 18. Let's say they go share it with 10 people, which we've had people share it with more than 10 people, bring in more than 10 people. You would get 10% of all that volume. So that's the 2-level affiliate program. We've also attached 4 bonus pools to it as well. So that's 28% paid out. Another 10 is paid out in these 4 bonus pools. One is ROTVC, which is return on total value created. This is your full impact on any volume that's created from anybody that's associated with you. Nope. Somehow that advanced my screen instead of doing what I wanted it to do. All right, so this is 4% pool. It's paid out quarterly. The first one of these will be paid out on April 1st. That's when this first pool will be paid out. It's 4% of the total volume on a quarterly basis. So this will be this quarter and the end of last year that will pay out. 250,000 in volume, 1 point. 500,000 in volume, 2 points. $1 million, 4 points. $2 million in accumulative volume, 10 points. When you qualify for the 250, you only need another 250 more to qualify for the 500. You receive this 1 point, and then when you hit the 500, you get 2, and so on all the way through there. We believe that in the next 6 months, as this thing grows, these are going to become substantial bonuses. We've done educated prediction, or example. That's what I'm looking for. Example, not prediction. Down here where 6 million and a quarter in sales is done, it's 4%. It's $240,000. And for some reason, I can't see the bottom of the screen, and I'm trying to. Let me exit full screen. Oh, there we go. All right, let me exit full screen there. Let me go back here. All right, now I can see it. With a total of 49 points in the pool, each one of those points would be worth 4,898 points. And with 6 million in volume, we calculate that that's about how many points would be in the pool total that would be in there. All right. All right, the second pool is 2%. It's the sales pool. The great thing about it is in these bonus pools, the sales that you do on packages are counted in two ways. The first way is the sales volume. So the total volume of the sales. So you sell three $4,500 packs. It's 13.5 is your accumulated sales volume. That will qualify you for one of 25 people that are going to receive bonuses. And that's 2% on a monthly basis. We just paid this out. Paid out over $3,000 per pool. It was a pretty decent sum for the person. I think this person got $700. I think it was $600 or $700. It was someone in there for the person who did the most shares on this one. Of course, that'll grow with volume on that side of it because it's locked at 25 people. But it's simply the top 25 people that do sales volume on their two levels. So this is on your first and second level. We accumulate the sales that you and your personals do. The one with the most is going to get first, and they get 15 shares, and the 5 with the least get 1 share each in their pool. The next one is the same packages. It's just instead of doing the volume, the dollar volume. So let's say one person comes in and sells 10 packs. They're all 4,500. That's 45,000 in volume. They would be number one. A matter of fact, when we paid out the last one, the people who had first place in both these pools were different, right? They were not the same because one did more volume, more number of packages, and one did a higher value sales volume on that. And it's the same. Top 25 people share in this 2% pool of the entire sales volume on a monthly basis. This was the same actually. So it was about $600 or $700 in that first prize one there that the person got. So it was pretty exciting. Okay. All right. So, and then there's one other bonus pool. I like this bonus pool. If you bring in somebody like a Corey who just goes out and kills it, or Jody, or there's a whole number of people that are doing extremely well here. Herschel. If you bring them in and they earn points in this pool right here, then you're going to earn matching points. So 15 points. So whoever brought in the two people who won the first spots here is going to get 15 points in this pool. Whoever brought the person in who got fifth is going to get 6, and so on and so on. And that's 2% on a quarterly basis. So that'll be about half of what the other pool, the 4% pool is, and then that's paid out to them. I like this because a lot of times you may bring in somebody who just goes out and knocks the ball out of the park, and you're like, oh, great, they're making a bunch of money, and they're in all these bonus pools, but I don't get to share in them because I only brought in that one person. You do get to share here in a separate bonus pool that's set up just for that reason. All right, we got a couple more questions, and we'll answer those, and then we'll go from there. How can I get the 7 pages to start the setup? Johnny, that's for doing the airdrop. If you want to do the airdrop yourself, we'll gladly send that to you. You can send an email to support, and we'll send that document over to you. To get set up for us to do the airdrops, you have a session built in. I would jump on, get on with support at dfyairdrops.com, get a session set up, and they'll walk you through getting all your wallets set up and getting everything put together that you need there. All right. On that side of it. All right. Let's see. The good thing is getting this set up is not 7 pages. It's much simpler than that to get you set up. All right. Thank you. I did the US dollar test, then deposit the balance in the total. All right. Excellent. Judy is set and ready to go. Thank you for that. All right, guys. Well, if we don't have any other questions, I want to thank you for being here. Thursday, Corey will be doing the presentation, 5 o'clock PST. So you can come back If you said, well, this guy talks too fast, or I don't understand what the heck he's saying, or he's crazy, or then who knows what, you can come back. Corey's much different than I am when he does a presentation. Fantastic job, but just different from my presentation, and he'll be doing that on Thursday. If you want to get this growing faster than waiting for Tuesday and Thursday, we do have recorded versions of this. And Corey can maybe tell you guys where you can find that through your links in the back office. So you can start sharing this out there. They can watch the recorded version of the video, say, I'm ready to go, and you can help get them started.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where you'll find your referral links and your replay links in your back office under the affiliate tab. Also, stay connected to our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, please join our Discord channel because we have a lot of information, events that are happening that you can RSVP to, get notified on. We also have a Facebook group for onboarding, and we supply a lot of information there. So stay connected at those crucial points there. And yeah, you guys so excited for this. And like Peter said, you're not missing anything. Take your time, especially in the Web3 space. Safety and security is #1 for us, and we want to make sure you guys are taken care of in that aspect. And we're doing, we're excited to be doing these DFY airdrops for you guys. Welcome to all the new people that joined tonight. I noticed a lot of new names, so if you need anything, just reach out. And I believe that's it. Just super stoked about what we have going on here. A lot of people getting their packages, and we're always right here. So reach out if you need anything. And that's all I got. Peter, back to you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday and Saturday in the metaverse. If you have not been invited to the beta and you want to join us this next Saturday in the metaverse, please send your email address and the system you have. If you're on Mac or if you're on PC, those are the two that it'll work on right now. And that's support@dfyairdrops.com. They will get you an invite sent to you so you can download the software and join us in the metaverse. We're early adopters in driving this whole thing, moving things forward. So thank you for